Hey Hamster, wanna play a game about skipping leg day? What? No! Ring Fit Adventure is keeping me moving enough. That's already 30 minutes a day that I pretend to move as much as a normal person. But this is a fighting game! Think of Punch-Out, but jam-packed full of gimmicky, shoehorned motion controls. Was that supposed to entice me into ripping on it? It's low-hanging fruit, my friend. Challenge accepted. Wow, you weren't kidding! This game is seriously just Punch-Out with awkward, intermittently responsive motion controls. But now that I've got you playing, there's so much more to dig into. There's a Grand Prix mode, a versus, a bunch of online options, and collectibles to unlock. Absolutely none of that changes the fact that the core game is just exactly what I expected. And I expected to be disappointed by how average the game was. Okay, sure, I know that fighting games aren't really your thing, but you've gotta see the appeal in this one. Maybe for the 12-year-old Splatoon-loving audience wanting a colorful, repetitive online game with no real goal. As for me, that's the polar opposite of how I want to spend my free time. Maybe this was a bad idea. We probably shouldn't review this game. We haven't even said the title of the game yet, and I don't even think I need to say any more about it. In Stretchy Appendage Game for the Nintendo Switch, you'll be boxing with stretchy appendages against other freaks with stretchy appendages. Oh, come on, there's more to it than that. In Mike Tyson Skips Leg Day, you can equip different weapons on each of your elastic limbs before each round in order to strategize against your opponent doing the same. I never really found that amounting to much. It's something to mess with for a while, but never really changed the outcome of a match for me. While playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots, you hold the Joy-Cons backwards and use tilting and short punches to control your character. You can even tilt a Joy-Con after throwing a punch to curve the arm mid-thrust, but rarely does this actually ever help you. The motion controls in Down Goes Frazier are acceptably silly for low-level matches and couch play with friends, but are unacceptably unresponsive and intermittent when jovially casual input lag and misreading motions destroy competitive matches. Seriously, don't play motion controls if you're not playing with friends. You'll just have a bad time being hilariously outclassed. You'll also find that in the game Hello Face, My Name is Fist, your character options aren't all that different from each other, especially when you can lock all character unique weapons for everybody. Sure, some stats slightly change and characters get some unique quirks the game doesn't tell you about, but they don't matter that much in the end unless you plan on going deep into competitive play. Speaking in competitive play in the game Fighting Fruit Roll-Ups, this game rarely sees any events. Before the recent one ended, it was a year and a half since the last event. Not only that, but Nintendo made the full game free to play just for the event to ensure that there would be actual participants in this otherwise stale bread from launch. All that tells me is that lots of people bought this game, but nobody's playing it anymore. And all that says is the game is just not that great. Fun for a little while, but not that great. I also found that you can't even complete your badge collection if you wanted to start playing now due to how badly they were distributed. Screw you, collectors! I certainly don't hate this game at all. I'm not sure if I like it, but it's definitely something I see selling very well, which it did. And then losing all of its audience in 3 years, which it did. That's what you get for playing Don't Cross the Slinkies. This game is in that new category of obnoxiously bright, candy-coated highlighter characters, much like Splatoon and many other kids' games are shooting for today. Which works. It's fine. Environments are lively, creative, and interactive, but something about the look and feel of everything just gives me this odd feeling of not being quite enough. What are you talking about? It's fine. Some of the mini-games are so awkward, some environments are just really uncomfortably small, and some characters are just uncomfortable. The game looks fine. Here's what I think about every single character. Crest Toothpaste, Fruit by the Foot, Trying Too Hard to Be Cool, Toilet Paper Monster, Literal Noodle Arms, Trombone from Mega Man, French Bayonetta, Mecha Dogfighting, Captain Short Bus, Flubber, Yo Dog, I Heard You Like Fists, Sugar Flesh, Bob Marley, Mecha Toothpaste, Cartoon Network Villain. The game looks fine! There is absolutely no story campaign. The closest you'll get is a traditional 10-match Grand Prix, giving you points to unlock concept art and other weapons. Some of those unlockables can give you insights into the characters and light lore behind each one, if that's something you're into. If you beat Grand Prix on level 4 or higher, then you'll get a particularly annoying extra final boss, uncreatively called Headlocked. Playing with motion controls, I burst through Grand Prix on my first try until hitting this brick wall. Couldn't even lay a finger on him before he beat my bloody corpse into ground beef due to the finicky and laggy intermittent controls. A pro controller, and that guy would have been toast. Screw me for wanting to play the game the way it was intended, right? If you beat Grand Prix on level 6 and up, you'll fight Dr. Coyle instead of Max Brass. Why these people don't see this coming after every single competition they hold is beyond me. And how Max Brass is supposedly undefeated each time you clobber him at the end is also beyond me. Kim finds it hilarious that the fans and onlookers are all completely normal people in this world. So all that's happening is that we're just making the freaks fight! Let the freaks fight! Let the freaks fight! Let the freaks fight! Let the freaks fight! Yeah. It's dumb. Hey now! Unhummable, bland, and overall mediocre. If you're a fan of fighting games, but you're looking for more of a family-friendly party game, then this is the game for you. Do you have an arm fetish? If you'd rather play with silly and quirky motion controls in a silly and quirky game than get serious, then you'll probably really enjoy this title. Does a slinky walking down the stairs give you a boner? The positive gamer in me actually had a pretty good time with Mr. Fantastic's Punch-Out, giving it a decent 6 out of 10. I fully embrace that this just isn't the kind of game for me, but still, I could enjoy the creative attempts at recreating a generic fighter. The lack of any real enthralling content to keep me playing longer than 30 minutes, however, hurts my final impressions of the game, as I power it down bored and unsatisfied every time. The critical gamer in me isn't sold on Punch It Till It Dies, giving it a bland 4 out of 10. It's nothing special, but it's also not bad enough to be going down in chaotic flames of glory. It's just painfully average for someone like me. Maybe fighting game enthusiasts can love it. Maybe you even hate it. But as for me, I'm unenthusiastically planted right in the middle. But what do you think? Tell us how your positive and critical sides rate Your Reach is Incredible in the comments below. But if you're honestly willing to say that a game is flawed just because it isn't your favorite genre, then you're just playing with yourself. Oh, and in this video, we'll be reviewing ARMS for the Nintendo Switch. Dang it, Bomb! Anyway, thanks to our Patreon members, Atomic Thomas, Ben, Sid, Denny, Erica, Kai, Patrick, Pyro Joe, Rowan, and Squad Fam. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more. And we will see you guys in the next video.